All right, here we go. We're back again. It is Sunday, March 9th. Let's take a look. I'm going to do the cruise lines and I'm going to do the airlines. So, right after this will be airlines. Take a look at what's going on in the market. So, the cruise liners are sinking. It's a sinking ship, literally. They're going down. Let's look back on this chart here. Make this a little smaller. All right, so I'm going back here. This was on a downward trend 2021, 2022. Found that round at bottom right here, 2023, we come up. Then you have sort of a trend line starting. You have a high line, so if it connect here, 18, 26, the low line, 6, 10, 12. So this is a clear line now, high, low, and look where we're at right now. So we reached above 26, went down here, 24, gap down again. 23 tried to bounce a little bit here, didn't work. Another one, and we're way below the EMAs. They're at 21, 2150. We're at 1877. This tail hit 1828. Very oversold, 932 stochastics. Now, a lot of these charts look the same. You look at different industry sectors, everything. So if this bounces up, the market has a rebound this week sometime. This could easily get to 21, 22. That will be this line, this trend line coming down. So the next line right here is not till like 15, 16. Look at this. That's way down there. That's a pretty big drop. And let's look at the weekly here. This is a clear trend line each way. That's why this could come into play. It's going straight down on the weekly 934 stochastics. It's possible we hit it. You got to see what happens this week, though. We might have a little bit of a bounce if the news comes in. I think there's news, Tuesday, Wednesday, economic news, and that'll be, even worse. We'll go down further. Monthly chart. You reached from 2022. Look how low this was. We made a move up all the way 23, came down. But see this low, this 50 line, never crossed below it. And each mark, see this higher, 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 went all the way up, and then we're crossing down now. So this is at 68, 62 on the monthly. It's coming down from overbought. And then if this comes back to 50, it might bounce from there. So this could be in the same alignment with the 16, 14, 16 line on the monthly. Quarterly, yeah, the all-time high in this was on Carnival 72.29 on March 29, 2018. Went down, bounced, went down even lower. Now we bounced up pretty much to that high, which was right here, 2021, June 30th. And that was about 27.31. So right around there. Now the low in this is still going up on the quarterly chart. We're still going, still going. So it's slowly going up, longer term. This could hit that line. That doesn't mean it's going all the way down. It could hit here and bounce up again. The trend. Yearly chart, you can see here, it actually crossed over in the yearly, after 12/31/2024. Crossed over. Now we're going up. And you still have the EMAs crossing down now in the yearly. So, overall, these are trades. You don't want to, the airlines, the cruise lines, you don't want to hold these long term. These aren't holders. They're trash, they're junk. They go cyclical, depending on the market. At good times, they go up, bad times, they go down. They're nothing you want to hold. Absolute trades on this. All right, so this is at 1877. That's where we're at on Carnival. But trade, you can play these bounce, even swing it. We'll see what happens here. All right, let's check out what else we got here. CCL. All right, CCL's at 2055. Move up here to be 23, 24. That will be a nice bounce here. You're going to get a bounce sometime. Nothing's just going to get straight down. Even this little move here and back here in February on a lot of these moves. Now, going back on CCL, you can see the trend line up here. This is going back to 2022. You hit that July move about 20-ish, 28. Your low line was way down here at 6, about 10, 12, 14. This trend line coming across is about 16, 17. Could we get there? It's possible if the market really tanks. Weekly. Let's take the weekly here. Weekly 16, 17. Going straight down. See this mountaintop stochastics right here? Then we go down. We try to bounce. go down again. 1145. This could go deep under 10. That would probably put it around that mark, that 17, 18 line. Monthly on this. Let's look at CCL longer term. The high on this was 72.7, January 31st, 2018. You can see this is going back. This has been around forever since what, 87? Wow. Went up, .com went down, the financial crisis went down. Let me actually draw a line here. So way back when, each line, see each line we topped out and all these lines. Look, 2000, well, actually 99. Then again, 2004-ish. It was already starting to fade, 2005. That's a long ways away from 2008, the financial crisis. And then right here, so that's your high line. Let me put in a low line, basically running across now from this low all the way here. So see this broadening wedge? This is a massive wedge all time. You can call it a wedge. The high line, low lines from 98, 2009. Look at this go all the way down. Wow. So the monthly is showing this peak up here. You're talking 28.72. Now we're going down. We've crossed over. We'll see if it hits this 50 line now. That'll be key. Quarterly chart. Move down. Look at that massive candle, 2020, the cough. We bounced, went down, bounced. Still coming up though. So it's still actually bullish this whole way from 2022. We are bullish. Just depends how far down you're going here on the drop. Yearly did have a yearly crossover from this high 12/29/2017. We go down. Now we crossed over a while ago, while back. That would be 12/31/2024. Before that, now we're crossing over. It is bullish still. So look at this massive wedge. You can just look at the yearly. Went down. .com. We went back up. Financial crisis way before. You're talking 2005. This is already starting to go down, and then you see it slowly get down. Then we bounced after financial crisis all the way up, and now back down again. So we're at the pretty much the lower level, and this is trying to climb back up. But that would need a strong economy and then people spending. So that's where you're at in this on CCL. Watch for the bounce though right here. We're inside a trend line. All right, NCLH Norwegian. This one's looking a bit different here. All right, this is a falling wedge here. See this? The lines all connecting to a point pretty close. So this is getting really oversold, 8.89. 2006, this could easily come up to 22, 24-ish. See, the EMAs are trying to catch up. This is going down so fast. It's so far behind right now. Moving averages. Weekly chart. All right, this is another one. You have your 2022 line going all the way up here. 22. Low line is like 10, 12, 14. 675 stochastic straight down. Yeah, this was staying above September, October, November, January. We fade it. It's getting very oversold. Your line going across here is that 16 mark, you would say. That's the weekly. The monthly trend up, broadening wedge. It gets smaller to wider. That means more volatility. Crossing down now 61.78, and we're going down. Let's look at the quarterly. So the quarterly, the high on this, I could actually put the all-time high would be 2015. This one up. Yeah, could never really get over the 60 line on Norwegian. Then it went down with the cough. Wow, look at that. Bounced, went down, bounced again. Still coming up. And the yearly, it's not a lot of information on the yearly. So on the daily chart, you want to see this if you're playing for the bounce this week, maybe. If we get a decent bounce, this could easily come up 21, 22. That will be a strong bounce, though. See this candle? Like, you want something to engulf this and go right up. Yeah, if this keeps going down, maybe a small move, then we go back down again. That 16 line will be huge. Our RCL Royal Caribbean, higher price stock, 213.20. This is another one coming down from this wedge. This was at 277. 277 came down. 213. Look at the peak on this too. The high was 95.16, came down, tried to bounce lower. It's lower again. Cross here, which is good. You know, move up here. I would look for that 235, 240, eventually 250. That's the trend line. Here's the bottom trend line on that. That's a cross there. So that might be something happening here, at least a small move. Weekly chart. All right, going back on this. Look how small the wedge was, 2022. See this? We get wider. We're getting wider volatility. And here's the move down here, this line, which would be about 180. And then there's a line below 140. And you're going straight down. This is the weekly chart. It's at 26.96. This is as low as it's been since October, November 2023. Monthly chart. Put this in line here. So you can see line going all the way back here. The high line, that was like 2012. And here's your low line now, the lowest line. Now, on the monthly, you see this peak like 90 to 100. It's extremely overbought. And you're in that zone for a while. You're coming out of it now. Look at this. See red over white. It's at 78.66, crossing down. How far? We shall see. No one knows yet. Here's a big shooting star candle on the quarterly. You have a crossover. You know, after September, it's starting to go down. 85.71, still an overbought zone. You notice too the volume's going down. See this volume? It's decreasing. It's been decreasing the market for a long time. And the yearly still going up here. You know, it was at its all-time high. The yearly 120 is the 13 EMA, and you could say about 99 is a 20 EMA. So look how far. That's way too far ahead. You want it closer. See right here where you're closer. You're more aligned with the candlesticks. This is way too far ahead. So it's very overbought. So coming down, we'll see if we get a bounce on this. Next week, this goes up. Yeah, now we falter. That would be the next line, 170. You know, if the market continues to tank, maybe some small moves up, and then we go back down again. 170 area on RCL. All right, that's a look at some of the cruise liners, and that's where we stand with them. That's it. Please subscribe to Mike Himon Trades on YouTube. Check out all the social media I have: Instagram, TikTok, X, you name it. That's it. Peace.